I'm AlphaStarDX. This is the Alpha stream, and let's not waste any excuse me, let's not waste any Alpha time here. Back again is Chibi Sprite.
Hello.
And we are going to finish off the great chase through time here and now.
You're making a short hop forward to 1808 in Vienna, Austria. The sounds from Symphony Hall are strangely silent, and that means something's amiss. You better lend an ear to the trouble. This time, your good guide is none other than Renaissance herself, conductress of the Acme Philharmonic. Good luck, Time Inspector.
Really? They've got a Philharmonic, do they?
That's
a pretty cool thing.
I would like to point out
Hold on.
working this time.
Just after this.
With the creative hair is the maestro Ludwig van Beethoven.
Have my fifth and sixth symphony scores stolen just as they were to debut this evening. I am doomed.
Could one of Carmen's crooks have caused this classical caper? Let's find out what happened.
Okay, you were saying?
The stream is actually working this time, so we're not having the same problem we had last stream.
Oh, yeah. Right,
I thought I would point that out before we went on.
Right, my own idiocy was the cause of that one. I totally failed to realize that I had the Windows 98 window hidden. Oops. But nobody said anything, so I'm just going to assume that nobody really cares. Oh well.
It's working now.
Yep. Ironically enough, this is actually in both my and Chibi's wheelhouses.
Yep.
We're both music people. Alright, let's see. Just because of the big noses, I have to.
That statue is a total bust.
Did I have to? Did I really have to?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Haydn was one of Beethoven's most important teachers. He added many new instrument combinations to the orchestra and wrote 104 symphonies during his life.
Ah, here is a bit of my friend Haydn's masterful work. I play it for you.
And this topic actually interests me more than most of the others at this point.
There's Bach. J.S. Bach was an important Baroque composer. His works use counterpoint, where melodies work against each other.
Herr Bach's specialties are rhythmic melodies und counterpoint. Listen.
That's a really nice piece, too.
Yeah, it is.
Jesu, joy of man's desiring.
Next.
Shit, I had a thought on my mind, too.
Oh.
Oh, if it ain't Baroque, don't fugue it.
Ouch.
That's Mozart. He wrote his first piece, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, at age 4. His beautiful melodies and perfect musical form contrast greatly with Beethoven's more dramatic style.
Listen to the sheer poetry of Mozart's lovely melodies.
Boom, boom.
I love how that was just
Is
portrait.
someone who really inspired Beethoven's
Oh,
early
boy.
career. His mom.
Oh, hey, look, a note.
Huh? Oh!
You don't
That
miss
note.
a beat. Finding Carmen's note can be quite an earful.
Alright.
That's a kind of hearing aid called an ear trumpet. Beethoven slowly lost his hearing, yet composed some of his greatest works after he was completely deaf.
My ears hum und buzz day and night. A strange deafness is overtaking me, and the injustice of it inflames my temper. But when I compose, my music comes alive inside my mind.
A prime example of that is his Ninth Symphony. He was completely deaf by that point. And yet, Truly, it is one of the most amazing works of music I've ever heard in my life.
I think that's all we can click on, except for well, is that well? I guess it's
Beethoven
piano.
played both the harpsichord and the piano. With them, he created melodies of great stillness and beauty, with each chord sounding like a stone dropped into a quiet pool.
Okay,
What do you call somebody who plays the piano?
a pianist?
Say it faster.
Ha ha! No, I'm not doing that.
Anybody get it? It's a penis joke.
Hello, forgive my mournful state, but some rogue has purloined the precious scores to mine 5th and 6th symphonies.
Who are you?
I am Ludwig von Beethoven, the best composer here in Vienna. You've no doubt heard of my wondrous symphonies.
Yeah, one or two of them. But what
Or
exactly?
5.
But what exactly are they?
Why, a symphony is a composition played by a large collection of musicians called an orchestra. I am at work on some bold changes to traditional symphony music.
Bold changes?
I am taking the symphony far past mere entertainment music. I wanted to express human emotions and intellectual ideas. Mein 5th symphony is filled with passion, and mein 6th has the gentle touch of nature. But all is lost now that these works have been stolen.
Why do you scowl so much?
Frustration! My temper has little patience for the patrons and musicians who fail to understand mine music. Also, mine hearing is poor and getting worse.
What?
Funny.
Thank you.
Why not try something else?
Ah, tension is necessary for creating powerful music. And creating music is my greatest joy. It is the only time I am truly happy.
I hear tension's not good for longer than 4 hours.
And who stole them exactly?
A light-fingered female snatched the scores to my new 5th and 6th, and they were to premiere tonight. Without these bold new pieces, the public will think that I am slipping, and my reputation will be kaput.
Well, they can't say bitch in Germany?
Is there some way we can help?
Perhaps I can quickly rewrite the symphonies, but only if you can rehearse the openings with the orchestra while I complete the score.
Ah, this is getting good. How can we do this?
I will now recreate the 5th, my work of deepest passion. You must take the opening pages to the orchestra when I am done. Yeah.
Oops.
Thanks for blowing your nose in it, man.
Hello once more. Where can that rotten rascal have gone with the scores to mine 5th and 6th symphonies?
Do you mind playing it for me?
Stand back. This piece sets me aflame. Zeist! How invigorating!
Of course, we both know this, so I mean... So let's head for the Vienna Symphony Hall, somewhere I personally would love to play one day.
That opening should make the orchestra players earn their salaries. Have a fine rehearsal.
Yeah, thanks.
Here we are at the Symphony Hall, and the orchestra's warming up. Are you ready to try reordering Beethoven's 5th?
Here you go.
Put the score on the stand first, conductor. Then you can hand me individual sheets.
The stand. Yeah, our stand. Like the big white thing in front of us. Yeah.
Oh, holy crap, there's a stand here.
First position. Yeah, there you go.
Sure, I'll play that one.
Oh, damn cat!
I'll need comparison before I really...
Sure, I'll play that one.
Okay, that's first. That's second. So this is fourth. So that's going to be third. Yep. That's easy enough.
Musicians call this a licorice stick, but its official name is a clarinet.
For real?
Air blown over a wooden reed makes a smooth, melodious sound.
Do they really call it that? I think you're muted.
I am! I'm surprised that you heard me. Well, realized I was talking. I said yes.
Huh.
And it's pretty close to the actual sound.
Hmm.
Sorry, I had to get my cat, well, one of my cats out of my room.
Which, by the way, Chibi's a clarinetist and would know this fact.
Yep, also the flute. I sat next to them.
Here's a flute. Air blown over silver or gold makes clean, clear, whistling tones.
Not really.
That's a big trumpet.
Air blown through this trumpet makes a forceful sound, which can take on many moods. It's often used for fanfares.
It's definitely...
That's very, very synthesized.
Yeah, it's synth, alright. Bus...
This
okay.
circular tuba is called a sousaphone. It takes a player with a lot of hot air to blow this instrument's booming tones.
I would really like to hear the bassoon. Are you not going to let me hear the bassoon?
Aww.
These timpani, or kettle drums, add low, strong percussive sounds when struck.
Well, that's not bad.
Oh,
sure.
French horn.
It'll let us hear the fuck horn, but not the bassoon.
That French horn makes a warmer sound than a trumpet or trombone.
You wouldn't know it from that synthesized recording, but played properly, that's actually pretty true.
This is the violoncello, or cello. Its long strings and large hollow body make for a rich, deep baritone voice.
That's not Beethoven's fifth.
No.
It's Beethoven, but it's not his fifth. At least I'm pretty sure Pastoral was completely... Wait, no, you know what? That might be his sixth. Let me look that up, because now that's bothering me a little bit. Yeah, it's the Sixth Symphony. That's why that's there. That makes sense. I love how it plays in Fantasia, too. The Philly Orchestra did really well with that. And we don't get to hear the cello or the bassoon.
That's a
Sounds
violin.
weird.
Its vibrating horsehair strings produce high, melodious tones.
Do you see a C note anywhere?
No.
That's a music stand. Designed to hold what else? Music.
Click on the, yeah, there we go.
The baton.
Yeah, the baton.
Alright, the melody could definitely be louder there, just as a conductor standpoint.
Yeah.
so emotional. Ludwig is a genius.
Congrats.
Who
Finally,
was that?
the 5th is in harmony. Now let's see how Beethoven's doing on the 6th. Had enough of a tune-up? Let's head back to Beethoven's flat.
Oh.
Returned
Ouch.
already. I am positively gleeful to hear that the rehearsal of mine 5th went well. If you give me just a moment, the opening to mine 6th is almost ready. Yeah.
Will you stop sneezing?
There you
Oh,
have
Zeno.
the opening to mine 6th symphony. Please, set the orchestra to work rehearsing it while I finish the remainder of the piece.
Ludwig's sneeze made quite a breeze. It stirred up a Carmen note.
Oh, good. All right, let's go.
That opening should make the orchestra players earn their salaries. Have a fine rehearsal.
All right. Oh, you know what?
Had enough of a tune-up? Let's head back to Beethoven's flat.
Probably be a good idea if we heard this first.
Hello,
I was going to say, this is
once more.
not one I'm
Where can
familiar
that
with.
rotten rat
As
have
much as the
gone with
5th,
his
of
gold
course.
To mine 5th and 6th symphonies? When you ask so politely, of course.
God, I love this symphony.
I feel so relaxed.
That would explain the white stain on the black keys. Excuse me, let's
That
go.
opening should make the orchestra players earn their salaries. Have a fine rehearsal.
Oh my.
I'm sorry, does anybody need an adult yet? That's probably 4th.
Yeah.
Third. No, that's third. That's third. That's 4th. That's 5th. That's 1st. I think I got it in order. Let's do it.
Let's lead these melodious folks through a rendition of Beethoven's 6th.
I'm actually sitting here conducting it. How sad is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I think I've done something wrong here.
No,
I've done something wrong here.
Yeah. No, my Windows update just popped up. It's finally deciding, oh, we're gonna install updates, so we need to restart your computer. It's like, really?
Alright.
That
Okay.
sounds like...
Yeah. These two need to be swapped.
Yeah.
It's hard when you can't play it back.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Now we got it. This isn't that hard a piece either once you understand how to play it.
Yeah.
So natural, like those grass in a mountain meadow.
We've dissed his harmony and straightened out the melody. The sixth is in place, and Beethoven has arrived. Tonight he'll be conducting his fifth and sixth symphonies for the very first time.
Clap louder. The man can't hear you. Oh, tell me we're going to be sitting here listening to the entire fifth and sixth.
No. Just the clips we heard, I think. Oh, yeah. Later that evening. Finally.
Finally what? We got time skipped.
Yeah.
Beethoven, if you can hear me up there, you're awesome. Thank you for your contributions to music.
Thank you. And now, I'm off to celebrate and consider my next symphony, the ninth.
Wait a minute. You just finished the fifth and sixth symphonies. Wouldn't your next be the seventh?
Ah, but that is so predictable. I prefer to juggle many symphonies in my mind at once. Also, math was never my best subject. Ah, one last thing. Perhaps it is mine hearing, but something in the orchestra didn't sound quite right. A theory worth investigating, perhaps? Anyway, auf Wiedersehen.
I think I know the reason why. And there's only one
Yeah.
place that this guy could feasibly be hiding.
Congratulations
Well,
is
let's
where
read
we're
that
at.
anyway.
We've
Yeah, let's
found
read it
the
anyway.
Carmen note's final scrap. Let's check the Chronopedia for some decoding.
If you would, Chibi. Yep, exactly. Go ahead, read it.
Blend in with classic harmony as part of Ludwig's symphony. Hide where many notes are found, but use your own distinctive sound. Bring a modern instrument with you, unique to marching bands will do. Sousaphone!
Uh-huh.
Of course. That sousaphone made for marching bands is definitely off-tone in this orchestra. The sousaphone wasn't invented until 1850, so it shouldn't be part of an 1808 orchestra.
That poor violin.
Nabbing Jekyll and Hyde, our mistress of crime, is like catching two thieves at the same time.
Well, that was fun.
Well, Inspector, we've made our double troublemaker face the music. Jekyll and Hyde broke out of prison once before. This time, there won't be an encore.
I must say, it's nice to see you sleuths again.
But you'll both be history once Carmen polishes off her plan.
Sharp work, Inspector. You've
Aw.
threatened Jekyll and Hyde
Aw.
and helped Beethoven rescore his fifth and sixth symphonies. Thanks to you, the most sublime moments in Western music have been saved for us all to savor. All 8 escaped crooks are back in jail for good. But Carmen must have another operative on the job because there's more trouble ahead. Can you take another case?
So, The original Band of 8 has been put back away. Let's see. Let's see who's new out here.
Yeah.
Speaking of electricity, you're headed for the age of invention. Menlo Park, New Jersey in the 1870s. There should be a buzz about the electric light bulb by now, but I hear someone's blown a fuse. Better see if you can illuminate the problem. And you better take Ivan Idea as your good guy.
Hi, Doug.
He's great at inventing ways to take on trouble. Good luck, Inspector. And don't forget to turn out the lights when you leave.
Whoa! Epic time traveling! We've touched down in Menlo Park, New Jersey. The year is 1879, and that invention expert by my side is none other than Thomas Alva Edison.
Hey, this is no time for chatting. I must recreate the world's first light bulb before the night is over.
Go figure. I thought Edison had a working bulb. What's holding him up?
Here's my rogues gallery of bulbs with filaments that didn't work. I tried over 10,000 of those filaments before finding the right one.
It must be a drag to have failed 10,000 times.
I wouldn't say I failed. I simply found 10,000 ways that didn't work.
It's good enough to write a book out of.
I use these phonograph cylinders to record voices. Witness my new alkaline battery. It uses liquid chemicals that store much more electricity than an old-fashioned battery.
Edison's alkaline battery is still going strong in the 20th century. It powers flashlights, radios, even the time cuffs.
I'm sorry, what?
You're telling me that those are battery operated?
I guess batteries are included?
I guess so.
Sorry, I had to. I couldn't
This
resist.
duplex allows you to send and receive a telegram simultaneously over the same wire. I smell some profit in the air. This arc lamp has been with us since 1847, but it's too expensive for ordinary folk. I intend to make a simpler electric light bulb that everyone can afford.
Hang on. I know Edison didn't invent this telephone. That was Alexander Graham Bell.
It's true that Bell fellow invented the telephone, but I improved the design so that one need not yell to be heard. With technology becoming so advanced, I created this research lab to bring together scientists of various specialties. By working together, we can make the boldest new inventions.
I guess it allowed us to click on the cylinders. It said pick up cylinders.
Right.
But let's talk first.
Let's hear what Edison has to say.
Today, and forgive the disarray, my light bulb project is looking dim.
Who the hell are you?
Thomas Edison is my name. I'm an inventor of clever new technologies.
You've invented what exactly?
Perhaps you've heard of the electric light, the phonograph, the duplex telegraph, or the motion picture camera? I had a hand in all of these.
Yeah, and I'm sure that you also had a hand in your...
Everything. I have over 1,000 patents, many developed here at my Menlo Park Research Lab.
What are you working on?
I'm trying to recreate the filament recently stolen from my first electric light bulb. I have a meeting with some important investors in the morning, and the bulb must be burning by then.
Did you have fun?
It's slow, hard labor, full of reversals, but I don't mind. I like to say genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration.
I don't suppose they've come up with deodorant yet.
What's the problem here?
Well, I had just perfected my light bulb using a new carbonized cotton filament, and it worked. But a scamp, disguised as a scientist, made off with the bulb. Now I must build another bulb before dawn.
Cotton. I didn't think that worked. Alright, so why not make another?
I could remake the bulb easily, except I need more cotton thread for the filament. The factory across the street has thread, but they're closed at this late hour.
I mean...
Can we find a way to get cotton thread?
More cotton thread would be capital, if you can get any from the closed factory. Someone really needs to invent a more convenient store, open 24 hours a day.
Wow, Edison really does think ahead of his time.
Okay.
Well, the best thing we can do really is go out and get some thread.
No!
Oh, good.
It's a Carmen note! Righteous! That horse-drawn carriage may be romantic, but it will soon be outdated by Henry Ford's new Model T, the first mass-produced car. Those are gas street lamps. It will be a few more years before American cities start lighting up with electric street lamps. Joe, the boss of Joe's Cotton Cornucopia, works behind that window.
Knock on door? I
This
guess.
must be the cotton thread factory Edison mentioned.
Who's knocking? I can't see a thing out there.
Who are you?
What are you, a detective or something? I'm just a late-night guard working a graveyard shift.
You in a bad mood?
Well, what do you expect? How would you like staying up all night gardening a lousy pile of cotton?
Could we borrow some thread?
Hey, I don't know. I'm just the guard. I'll have to call the big boss and ask him. But he won't like it. Hold on.
Hello, this is Joe. What? They want to borrow thread? It's the middle of the night. Listen close, guard. Do not give those rascals a spool of thread. Tell them to come back in the morning when we're open.
Here's the scoop. The big boss says you louses should come back tomorrow, during normal business hours. Now scram!
You like your job.
Oh, sure. I bet you just love staying up all night guarding cotton. But it's a living.
Have you worked here long?
Long enough. I'm telling you, life is a lot of hard work in this industrial age. Maybe I'll join one of these newfangled unions.
Okay, thanks. So I guess we have to go back. Oh!
Ah, yet another faulty filament. Reverses are an incentive to great accomplishment.
It's cool you're so mellow about a setback. Try again.
Did you see that?
What?
He's standing in front of a note. Standing on a note. But we can't get it until we get him to move.
Ah, great.
Hello once more. Are you here to help solve my light bulb troubles? Stop. There are no tours to the rest of the lab until I've rebuilt my light bulb.
So click and take on the phonograph too.
The phonograph was Edison's first claim to fame and his all-time favorite invention.
Please try out my phonograph, which records and plays back human voices. Skeptics think it's just a magic trick, but it's for real.
We don't need a replacement cylinder yet. The one in the phonograph is still blank.
Oh.
Interesting. With the phonograph there, we'll be able to record any conversations that happen inside the boss's room.
No.
Who's out there? This puny window blocks my view. Hey, I don't know. I'm just the guard. I'll have to call the big boss and ask him. He won't like it. Hold on.
Hello, this is Joe. What? They want to borrow thread? It's the middle of the night. Listen close, guard. Do not give those rascals a spool of thread. Tell them to come back in the morning when we're open.
Here's the scoop. The big boss says you louses should come back tomorrow, during normal business hours. Now scram!
Okay, thanks.
Okay, gotta go. Bye.
Mr. Edison, listen up. Here's what we recorded. To play the phonograph, move the needle to a groove on the metal cylinder and crank the handle. A part of the recorded sound will play. The grooves on this metal cylinder are the sounds we just recorded.
Hello, this is Joe.
I'm impressed. That sounds like Big Boss Joe. Have you ever worked as a secret agent?
Mr. Edison, listen up. Here's what we recorded.
What? They want to borrow thread?
I'm impressed. That sounds like Big Boss Joe. Have you ever worked as a secret agent?
Mr. Edison, listen up. Here's what we recorded.
It's the middle of the night. Listen close, guard. Do not.
I'm impressed. That sounds like Big Boss Joe. Have you ever worked as a secret agent?
Mr. Edison, listen up. Here's what we recorded.
One of these has got to trigger him.
Give those rascals a spool of thread.
I'm impressed. That sounds like Big Boss Joe. Have you ever worked as a secret agent?
Wait a minute. Can you say fuck the context?
Yep.
Now, what do I do with that?
Mr. Edison, listen up. Here's what we recorded.
Might as well listen to the last one.
In the morning when we're open.
I'm impressed. That sounds like Big Boss Joe. Have you ever worked as a secret agent?
That phonograph has a recorded sound on its cylinder.
Give those rascals a spool of thread.
Far out. You'd almost think that Joe was standing right beside me.
We're gonna do something really, really dirty. Let's go.
Who is it? I can't see anything in this dark.
Give it the first one. No, not that.
Rascals a spool
No.
of thread. What part of who is it don't you understand? Tell me who you are.
Oh, I see now.
Who is it? I can't see anything in this dark.
The first one, the first one.
Hello, this is Joe. Oh, is that you, boss? Good evening. What can I do you for? Give those rascals a spool of thread. But didn't you tell me before that never mind. You're the boss. You want me handing out tread in the middle of the night, that's what I'll do.
Hey! We scored a spool of cotton thread. Edison and his light bulb.
Ah, there's something wrong with what we just did.
But it was fun.
Oh yeah. I love it.
So give the thread to Edison.
Yep.
How did you do it? That factory will never give me thread during the night. Anyhow, this cotton will make the perfect filament for my new light bulb. If it weren't for your acquisition skills, I'd still be in the dark.
Oh.
Ah, what a long-lasting glow. And now I can finally get some long-lasting sleep. Goodbye.
Note.
Hey! You nabbed a note.
Okay.
So can we escape back here now?
Don't leave yet. Our crook is lurking close by.
What?
Oh.
Way to go!
Oh!
You scored the third Carmen note.
I didn't even see that.
2 in 1 room. How
Wow,
nifty is that?
So I think that was supposed to be our first note. So you can get them out of order, it looks like.
Seems that way. Go ahead.
Anyway, liberate a famous sphere, electric glow I find quite dear. Don't let acne on your tail or your next job will be in jail. In Ed's invention, wait for me. It starts newfangled Model T.
It starts newfangled Model T.
The bottom.
I'll juice up the time cuffs. Let's nab ourselves a thief.
Sounds like he's hiding in the carriage.
Are you sure? Maybe the battery?
Oh, it starts it. Okay.
Yeah.
Hiding in the battery? How the hell?
Why not?
Bullseye on the battery.
Whoa!
Edison invented it to start up
You
Ford's
gotta
new
be
Model
shitting
T.
me. Oh, he's behind it.
You Acme airheads will never put the bite on me.
Whoa! Decryption charged right out of that battery. After her.
No?
Too bad, Acme agents. You may have found me, but my vile force field generator will keep you from grabbing me. You'll never hack through.
Bummer. The Force isn't with us when it comes to that force field.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, yeah?
The generator's electricity is lighting up the bulb. Sorry, that wire won't work there.
Oh, well, now it's not attached.
Sorry, that wire won't work there.
The two plugs are at the bottom of the... Yeah.
Cool idea, but the wire won't reach. Too short. The terminals on the generator are sealed tight. We can't connect a new wire there.
But you can connect it to the light bulb. Just complete the circuit and give it a crank.
Funny, we're doing this kind of thing on another series that I'm doing right now.
Bummer, the filament fizzled, breaking the electric circuit. We need a better bulb to fry that force field.
Nice bulb you have there. Not.
Huh.
That test bulb burned out fast.
But I bet you I know which one won't.
A most illuminating light bulb. That old test bulb had to make way for Edison's latest model. Looks good.
I got it. How many Acme agents does it take to screw in a light bulb?
1. And that's about how many it takes to crank you out of business.
Great work! You shorted out the force field machine, and I've slapped the cuffs on decryption. We are one step closer to Carmen. Your hacking days are scrambled for good, D.
Yeah. You may have crashed my code, but you won't get Carmen.
Yay for you! You engineered an elegant solution to that problem. Decryption is in the cooler, and Edison is in the history books thanks to your fast thinking. Because of you, Time Inspector, the world is a brighter place 24 hours a day.
Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul.
Looks like you caught all of Carmen's creeps. But there's still a major problem dead ahead. Can I put you on a very big new case pronto?
Sounds like this may be for Carmen. Let's do this.
You're headed for the early 1960s and Star City, USSR. Gagarin is supposed to be blasting off as the first man in space, but there's a problem. He's not on board his rocket. There's got to be a very clever criminal behind this. I have an idea will be your good guide for this case.
2 straight.
I hope the two of you can connect with the cosmonaut and make the countdown happen. 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
There! Carmen!
Oh, nuts.
Looking for something, time snoopers? I'll bet you are. Well, I'm finished with your little chrono skimmer, so you can have it back. That is, if you can find where I've stashed it. Oh, and don't mind me. I'll just be making my getaway. Have fun.
Holy time!
Damn.
We almost had Carmen in our cuffs, but she slipped away.
Star City, we have problem. It seems the rocket has experienced some tampering. Liftoff postponed until further notice.
Did you happen...
Tampering, eh? Sounds like quite a time crime. Let's check it out.
Did you happen to see the title for this episode?
I did.
Oh, good. I hope all you people at home have seen it too.
Fascinating. This computer will run a simulated rocket flight if we feed it the right punch cards. Yuri can't blast off until the computer verifies a safe flight sequence.
What do you suppose happens if we push that button?
Hold up, Captain. Let's inspect the rocket and crew outside before we start messing with this computer.
Oh.
This big ship is called the Vostok 1, and that little fella is Yuri Gagarin, Russian cosmonaut. According to history, he's about to be the first man in space.
Suffering Soviet catastrophes. While boarding my rocket, I noticed an unauthorized woman messing with the equipment and had to abort the launch. Now I can't strap back into my capsule until the computer clears me for takeoff.
Uh-oh. Yuri Gagarin, the first man almost into space. Won't sound too good in the history books. Let's get to work.
But the U.S. wins the race that much quicker if we don't help him.
Too bad. We have to.
Fuck.
Mission Control will use that antenna dish to keep in contact with the orbiting Vostok rocket and fly it by remote control.
These are the booster rockets which propel the rocket upwards at escape velocity into outer space. Once in orbit, the boosters detach and fall away.
Ah, yes, the strap-on boosters.
That crimson word means Vostok in Russian, you know.
We've opened a hatch. That's no crazy straw. It's a fuel line that pipes liquid oxygen and kerosene into the rocket tank.
Okay.
Jump!
No.
We've opened a hatch. Hatch open. What are those?
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You are most amusing astronaut. No, those are fuel tanks. They hold kerosene and liquid oxygen, which mix together as the first step in a rocket flight.
Okay.
These retro rockets slow down my speeding capsule when it is time to come back to Earth. Otherwise, I skip over atmosphere and fly into deep space. Forever. Those crucial oxygen tanks must activate when I reach orbit to make air. Even cosmonauts have to breathe, huh? That capsule is my cold home during the space flight. When the capsule re-enters the atmosphere, I eject from it in my ejector seat and